course, a like. You can leave a comment if you have any questions about what we are talking here in the show. And I can see good morning to Olsi Relaction, Masiar, Darom, and Thomas. Wonderful. Good morning. Nice to have you here, of course, and in Zoom also. And now let me share my screen with you. And here we go. So, lovely family. So, Johan, good morning. Magdalena, good morning. Janos, also good morning. Greetings to Tenerife. And Hartmut, Stefan, wonderful, good morning. Nice to have you here. So, what do we expect today? It's Monday. At 9 o'clock, we expect the Eurozone Flash PMI. And the UK PMI will come up half an hour later, 9:30 London time, by the way. Okay, so for the rest of the week, we have two rate decisions we're expecting. This is Australian dollar, this, and New Zealand dollar at the same time, and from Tuesday to Wednesday morning. So we should be a little bit more carefully with the euro, with Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar. But we can, in 4-hourly chart, it's not that big problem because actually there's nothing changed. There's nothing changing to expect for this week. So you see on the bottom of this homepage, you can see the risks now. CFDs are complex instruments and come with a high risk of losing money rapidly due to leverage. 78% of retail trade investor accounts lose money when trading CFDs. With this provider, you should consider whether you understand how CFDs work and whether you can afford to take the high risk of losing your money. Please take this for your intention. So Raquel, wonderful, good morning. Greetings to you too. So what do we expect this week on upcoming events? So on Wednesday, Paul is talking about part number 3, about simple trading strategies for beginners in 2022. So especially you are a beginner or you're interested on Paul's interesting strategies, then join this session too. Okay, if you have Telegram on your account or on your phone or on your computer, then you can click the button here right now on Zoom and on YouTube also. So you will have a lot of information in this Admiral Telegram channel. Also, you can, if you prefer more Twitter for financial news, then we have an account here on Twitter. Also, it's Admirals Global. And my name there is DayTrader70. If you are interested on logical trading like we do every morning here, then feel free to join my own homepage. It's dowhow-trading.com. And here you have the English button also. Let's go to the chart, and we start with our DAX trading as every morning. And you know, we trade DAX 40 in 10 minutes beside a 4-hourly chart in 10 minutes also. And we are really good on track. So on Friday, we opened, I guess Friday morning, we opened a trade here for the short position. Price went down. We made a partial profit. And with the rest, we got stopped out here exactly at the same point when I opened a new trade to the long side. It's always the second trend arm. You have to learn how to draw the trend properly. It's pure logic behind of that. And then I open the trade here, and actually I'm a little bit in profit, around 60 pips, 60 points right now. Okay, so where is the point of control in DAX 10 minutes? It's still up here at 15,412. This could be an interesting target. Not to finish the trade, but maybe the point of control pulls the price a little bit more, which means the probabilities are kind of more on the upper side. Something that's actually, we are really depending on this Ukraine crisis we have in Europe. Let's see if he gets good news. I guess the indices will jump up. If we get bad news, the indices will sharply drop down. Let's see what happens. We have to follow the trend. We have to follow the rules. With the rest, you can have your stop loss, calculated your money. especially in a price area. Calculating your money means you have to make a proper money management, that you feel free and feel always comfortable in your trades. So you can always follow the trend, you can always follow the rules, and you can always follow the plan. And therefore, the kind of money management is a crucial point in trading. So we have a couple of focus charts, and if you are interested about our focus charts, then you can go to the homepage of admirals.com, and there you will find our top instruments with the best offer. It's DAX 40, it's Bitcoin, it's Euro USD, gold, and Dow Jones 30. And we have a look at this focus charts also. And here we go. We start with British Pound USD. And British Pound USD is also a running trade. So we can look here. We open the trade close to the last 0.2 in speculation that the trend will continue. And the good news here is that the point of control is very much higher here at 0.73676. So, and therefore, maybe this could be an interesting target, not the final target, but maybe a target to make a partial profit, by the way. So we have to wait until we see a trend continuation. Actually, stop loss is below the last 0.3. It's possible that we see that this is the last correction zone. So just wait. If we will see a trend continuation here at the 0.2, then we can trail the stop to the last 0.3, and then we are completely out of risk. This is really cool. So let's see if we will find enough buyers for British pound to push the button up. Okay, so let's go to the next focus currency, and this is Bitcoin. And in Bitcoin, you see we are out with a profitable trade, by the way. That was a partial profit here. With the rest, we got out at the entry or at the last 0.3. And you see why it is so important to, when I say never miss a signal. Yeah, because we had to make a hedging position. Why is it? Yeah, because I missed the entry in my short position. You see here. And when I took here my partial profit, it was normally it should be the duty to open that short position here, because it was the second trend arm. We came out of the correction, and you see it's another profitable trade. And this is my fault. In this case, you see it's always the same. The trend you miss is the trend you will make money with. And you see the stop loss is already here, and we are really far in profit right now. I hope you did it instead of me, because I have forgotten it. So what we have to do here right now, to be honest, because we are in an old downtrend right now, and now we have to wait for the next signal. By the way, do you have to interpret about Bitcoin? Do you have a special opinion about Bitcoin? So, of course, you can. It's not a mistake. It's not a fault. William, good morning. Ian, also good morning. It's not a fault to have a kind of opinion about that. It's fine. We are human beings. We always have to use the opinion about something else. But I would never say I trade based on my opinion, yeah, because I cannot influence the price. So therefore, why should I have an opinion? Okay, you can say Bitcoins or cryptocurrencies are criminal. You can say Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies are just actually, it's a kind of trend for the moment, but they will never survive in the long run, because the governments of this world, of this planet Earth, will never accept a kind of crypto which is not really regulated, something like this. Or you can say cryptos are the absolutely future of currencies or payments, something like this. Everything is fine, but never make your trades based on this opinion, going long or short, because you have to work with probabilities. Yeah, and probabilities you have to prove with numbers. And if you trade on your own opinions, yeah, then you should prove it with numbers. And this is absolutely not possible. So therefore, I used to say, I don't have an opinion about cryptos, just my private opinion, but this is not the part. It's not the platform to talk about my private opinion, but this, I make money with the trend following system. And this is why I don't analyze the chart. I don't interpret. I just draw my trend in the time frame. I will never miss a signal, mostly, and I can follow my plan. And then I draw the trend properly. I make my entry in the second trend arm and land the rest of up to the market. Let's go to Dow Jones. So Dow Jones, we have still the downtrend. Is this downtrend? Could be this. And it's actually in the, 1, 2, 3, 4th trend arm. We are circling around the point of control. So actually there is nothing to do for me. DAX 40 in 4-hourly chart. It's we have different trends there, and this is a kind of confusing maybe. So first is this uptrend. So, and by the way, there was not really a close. So therefore the main trend is still facing upwards. And here we are in a 3rd trend arm. So, and as a consequence, because there is no trend continuation and not really a break, therefore we don't have a valid downtrend. So which means we are still in a 3rd trend arm. And, you know, I don't open a trend or trade in the 3rd trend arm. I always used to catch the 2nd trend arm, but the rule number 2 from our 4 magic rule means maximum or latest entry in the 4th trend arm. So this is 3rd one. So if you have a proper money management, then you can open the trade maybe here to speculate that DAX 40 will finally continue if we have a close above the last 0.2. It could be a little bit difficult because we have there a high volume zone, point of control is there, but this way it's absolutely possible that the price can make this one. So, but we are circling around the point of control. We're circling around the fair price zone. And this is one of the reasons why I don't open the position in the 3rd trend arm. It's too, the price is for me too fair valued. If this situation were occur in a green deep zone, then I would say, okay, let's open a trade in the 3rd, but we are within the red zone. And then we see most of the time is a little bit up and down. And this is annoying. This is really annoying. And this is kind of confusing. And it's kind of emotionally. And this is not my part. So then Euro USD. So in Euro USD, there are also an interesting part. So first trend arm, 2nd, 3rd, and we are in the 4th trend arm here right now. And on the right side of the chart, there is a downtrend. So there is a downtrend. Yeah, but unfortunately, you know, there's the point of control, and they said, come on, let's have a close below that point of control, and then latest we can open a position at the 0.2 here, and you see the price were rejected exactly at the point of control. And this is why I said let's wait until we have a close below the point of control, because I know based on my experience at the point of control there are always waiting more buyers or sellers. In this case we have more buyers there. So it's also possible that always the 4th trend arm can continue also, and you should be prepared for this in case you have a long position. So keep it, still keep it. So Bitcoin, Dow, DAX, oil, okay, that's the focus charts. And before we come to our running trades and possible new trading ideas, or we start with the new trading ideas first before we come to the managing. I have the question of the day, and you know we have Monday, and my question for you today is simply think about it properly. What are your trading goals for this week? So first question is always, I want to stick to the rules under all circumstances, or I want to learn how to interpret news properly, because we have big news this week. Australian dollar rate decision, and of course, New Zealand dollar rate decision. So what's your private goal this week? Do you want to learn how to interpret news properly, or do you want to stick to the rules under all circumstances? Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the trading ideas for today. And first of all, we got out, unfortunately, in Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Why? Yes, it's always the same. I was in, and there was so much pressure on Australian dollar. So I saw on Friday 2 trend candles against my position. And you know, my stop loss was at the last 0.3, where I have to, where the trend will break. Yeah. So the point is, I got out, but the trend is still valid, and it's still my second trend arm. And therefore, I set a new entry order in case that the second trend arm will continue. So on the one side, I have to cut my possible loss, my loss, but also, as long as the signal is still there, I have to do it again. So therefore, I have a pending order, stop buy, in case the trend will continue. So then I have Euro Australian dollar on my watch list. And why is this? That's also simple, because here, first trend arm, and here's the second one. So actually, there is no trend continuation in the second trend arm right now. So we have to wait, and maybe we can open a position a little bit closer here. So I will do this after the show, and well, you can do it right now. And we can open a position here. And for a possible short, sell. Okay. So, and of course, the stop loss above the last point, above the last 0.3 first. And if you will see finally a trend continuation, yeah, here you can calculate, here is calculated my money at the last 0.3 where the trend will break. And of course, if you will see a trend continuation, then we can trail the stop loss here. But the first where you calculated your money, or where I calculate my money, is here. Yeah. There's an interesting question. As a professional, how many positions you are able to manage? How many you have normally open on your 8 platforms? Of course, I trade overall the same, 4-hourly chart, daily chart, weekly chart. So I'm able to manage all my trades, because this is why choosing the perfect time frame for you is much more important than any kind of risk management. But I guess at the top, sometimes between 40, 50, 60 positions at the same time. Yeah. This is what I have learned through in the last 23 years. Yeah. And therefore, you know why money management is the crucial point. Because if you have open 30, 40, 50, 60 positions at the same time on different account sizes, from this 2,000 to 10,000 to 24,000 to a little bit more on asset management, then yeah, you have to focus on the charts. You have to focus on the rules and not on money. Okay, next one, British pound, Japanese yen. And this is also very interesting because this is the downtrend. 1 and 2. And here you see we are on the second trend arm. Yeah, so it's possible to open a position here, yeah, to speculate if the trend will continue here. Yeah, but we have also an uptrend, but the uptrend is really old. It's an old uptrend, and therefore just my focus is here. And I can open my pending order here in case that the trend will continue to the lower side. And finally, British pound, New Zealand dollar. It's also a short position because is this one. So first, there was no trend condition there. So second trend arm. And also you see there's no trend continuation yet, but it's still the second trend arm, which means we can open a position here in case that the trend will continue to the lower side. If the price is going up, everything is fine. We have to wait because, yeah, let's see. I don't interpret, I don't analyze. I just see and I draw my trend and everything fine. No, just a moment. That's the trend. It's the same procedure. It's no problem. So that's the second trend. You know, we're still in the second trend arm, exactly. So this is the second trend arm. Yeah, and in case that we will go down, we have to prepare for this one. Yeah, a good chance was to open the trade here, but I don't care. It was a little bit because the long trend was also running. So therefore, I decided to wait here. And yeah, when the trend will continue, we are part of it. Yeah, you can get into between the correction and latest last point too. So let's come to our running trades. And we start with Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Yeah, we open the trade here. And actually, yeah, we were in the correction. Maybe we're going up and we see the trend continuation. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, lovely. We see a trend continuation here. That's really cool. And which means we can trail the stop closer. Here we go. And if you want, now you can trail your hard stop to the previous 0.3. And the soft stop alarm is here at the last 0.3. And we made a partial profit. Just let it go. Australian dollar, US dollar. So there was a big spike here. And yeah, that was the first candle here. And now we see here a trend continuation also here and this here and this one and the next correction. So just wait for it. And by the way, you can trail the hard stop, closer here. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. Actually, we are still in loss, and there is no, yeah, there is a possible short position also. And in case that the short will continue, we should be prepared for this. Therefore, a hedging position at this point too. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, both trades are still running. Actually, nothing to do. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, also long position, just let it go. Euro, Swiss franc, we have this long position, and this morning, there is no trend continuation here. Actually, it's just a fake. So therefore, I could see, oh, balance candle, a green one, or in that one, a white one, which means, okay, the price will go up. So I take my money, just a small profit, it's fine. And I am prepared for the case that the trend will continue also because it's still the second trend arm. it's not a trend continuation, and I can wait for the next balance candle maybe, and then I can open a trade again or set a pending order again. British pound, Australian dollar, we are still in profit. We take partial profits. Everything is fine. British pound, US dollar is just going up. New Zealand dollar, oh, we see a trend continuation. That's beautiful. So you can set an alarm here at the last 0.3. Here, and you see, still in profit. So, and if you want here, if you see maybe a balance candle or something like this, then we can make a partial profit and take the money. New Zealand Swiss franc, bit in profit. US dollar, Canadian dollar, there is nothing to do for the moment. US dollar, Japanese yen, we are circling around the entry. Yeah, we have an alarm here with the purple line, and there is actually no trend to the lower side. It's not valid. We have to wait, nothing to do. And finally, crude oil. Yeah, circling around there, nothing to do. It's just a depending from the Ukraine crisis, I guess. So, but actually there's nothing to do. We are deep in profit. There's nothing to do at the moment. Okay, so, and there was a question about Canadian dollar, British pound, Canadian dollar, of course. Yeah, trend is still valid. And you should be in because it was the first trend arm. Second, there was the perfect entry. And third one, okay, there was a break. So which means you have a new one. And there was an entry here. So, okay, it's another trend arm here, yes, which means the trend is continuing. Your stop loss should be there. Okay, that's it for the moment. DAX is still running. If you want, you can make partial profits, or you can just let it go if you want. Yeah, I guess it's a good time to make a partial profit right now, you see. Okay, come on, let's make a partial profit. Modify market 0.2. Let's take money, and we are out of risk. We are out of risk. That's really cool. So just let it go right now. Yeah. Okay, so my question for you today is, what are your trading goals for this week? We have 67% that said, I want to stick to rules under all circumstances. I'm really happy that you have made this. And 32% says, I want to learn how to interpret news properly. This is a kind of special topic for the rest of the week. Yeah, and be careful with your interpretings of news. And I want to explain this through the rest of the week a little bit closer. Why? And this is a kind of trick question. I want to learn how to interpret news. So why are news really important? What can we learn from news, and how we can use the news for our trading? Is it a kind of useful to interpret the news? It's kind of interesting question we want to talk about for the rest of the week. So I hope you will have a great day. I want to say thank you, Nastia, for your support. Thanks to Admirals that we can do this. And thanks to everybody of you that you spend every morning your really precious lifetime with you. We'll see each other in the trading room or on my homepage or wherever it is. If you have any questions, get in touch with me all the time. I'm looking forward to see you. And latest, tomorrow at 8:30. Have courage and be kind. And may the force of the rules be with you. See ya tomorrow.